Hi guys, so as I promised, I will make a video now how you can replace the equipment that I use. First I have to say that I use really less equipment because I also don't want to spend so much money on equipment, and I think that the best exercises you can do are body weight exercises. And the only equipment that I use is my dip station, it's my pull-up bar, my sandbag, skipping rope and the balance ball. I think that's and dumbbells. I would say the dip station is one of the most expensive equipment that I have, and it's hard to replace. I know there are possibilities how you can replace the dip station, but in my opinion they are not that safe, because it's not always stable so that you can hurt yourself. But don't worry about that, because always when I have exercises with the dip station, I show possibilities what kind of exercise you can do if you don't have one, so you don't have to skip the exercises. The second piece of equipment that we cannot really replace is the pull-up bar. I think that's one of the best equipments that I have, because it works so good for your upper body and your abs, your arms, your shoulders and also your back, and I really don't want to miss my pull-up bar. The pull-up bar I have costs about, I think, 20 euros, so that's not that much, and so maybe you can save some money and also buy a pull-up bar. Another thing is the balance ball. It's also not that expensive. A balance ball is about 10 euros, so it's really cheap, and we don't use it that much, but it's also a great piece of equipment. Next thing is the skipping rope. Skipping rope, I think it's about 5 euro, so everybody can buy a skipping rope, and it's just amazing for cardio. If you don't have that much time, or if you just don't want to do exercises or a whole workout, just take a skipping rope, set your intervals and do 20 or 30 minutes of interval skipping. That's just amazing, and you will lose fat, and it's just great. What else? The next thing, that's not really equipment, but that's my interval timer. If you don't have an interval timer, thanks. If you don't have one, there are apps which you can put on your smartphones, and you can work with your smartphone and just use an interval app, so you don't have to buy an interval timer. Also, very expensive piece of equipment was my sandbag, but I didn't have the sandbag from the beginning on. When I started to work out, I did not have a sandbag, and that's why I want to show you how I worked out without a sandbag and what you can use, and also dumbbells. These are things you can replace so great, really. And that's all what I have had to buy for equipment. The other things that we use are things that everybody has at home, because we use, for example, like here we use a stool sometimes, or I will show you in just a few exercises. I can use a small table, or we use a chair. These are all things everybody has at home. So as you see, it's really just a little equipment that I bought for myself, and I want to keep it like that. I don't want to use too much equipment because I just love bodyweight exercises. But now, I just prepared some things. When I started to work out, as I said, I didn't have a sandbag, and I just took such a bag I had at home. I don't know, it's just a simple bag, and I bought sand, and I packed it in plastic bags and fixed it with tape. So it looks crazy, I know, but I think one was about 3 or 4 kilo, and I had 2 of them, and I filled this bag with them, and just stand up. And this was my starting sandbag. I know it was not perfect, but it worked for me. So for example, put it on your shoulder and just do the same exercises. It works. It's just amazing. So, but if you don't have a bag at home, what do I have here? Also, I have a shopping bag here, and I have a package of rice. Here we have 5 kilo, and you can use it without it for squats, for example. Just lean on the shoulder and do your exercises. For other exercises, it's just not that good because you don't have handles on it, so that you can put it on your back. So you need the shopping bag. And put the rice in it, the package of rice. So grab your handles. And now you can just do your exercises again. So you see that works just great. And also sometimes we do just a press up with the sandbag, that also works great. And so on. So, you can find these large packages of rice in a supermarket, but not in a regular. I think you can just find them in, for example, special Turkish supermarket or Russian supermarket. And possibilities to replace your dumbbells. Maybe you have backpacks, so you can just use 2 backpacks. So I have them here, and you can just fill them with whatever you want. Just look around in your kitchen and everywhere. What kind of weights do you have at home? So you can also try it like me. You can buy some sand, put it in plastic bags and fix it with tape. So it's just amazing. But if you don't have sand or whatever, for example, I have here a can, white beans, and it's about 1 kilo. So everybody has cans at home, and just fill your backpacks with cans. And here I have again bulgur. You can take rice, that's again 1 kilo. For example, when you do this one, that works great. So for other exercises, it's maybe not so good with the backpacks, but there are a lot of exercises you can do with them. So maybe this one or this one. Side. This one isn't that heavy. I have nothing inside. So there are a lot of possibilities, and for other exercises where the backpacks are not that good, you can just take the weights and just do something. It just depends on the exercises that we do. But as you see, there's always a possibility to replace the weights. It's just one of the easiest things, really, because you always have something heavy at home, and you can control your weights, because this is 3 kilo, a can is 1 kilo, so you can look, oh, what kind of exercise do we do, and what kind of weight can I take? So, I think, oh yes, as I said, we also use a stool sometimes, but I think that's something everybody has at home, and it's just about €5 too, so it's not really expensive. And also this little table. So it does not work for every exercise. For example, I wouldn't do step-ups on it, but when we do tricep dips, we can do them on a chair, so on this table, or on a chair. So, and we also use a chair, as I said, for example, for step-ups, for tricep dips. But if you don't have a chair, maybe you have a couch or something, so you can do it. And I think that's it. I don't know if you just have any more questions or something you don't know how to replace, you can always send me an email, you can ask me, and I will make a new video and explain the next equipment for you. So I hope I could help you a little bit. Just be creative, take whatever you have at home and have fun with it, and don't skip our workouts. So see you next time. Bye!